Hello there, ladies and gents, and welcome to Dohles Rock on the south side of Griffin, here in Moreton Bay. Now, Dohles Rock is just a small little sort of village. It's only really one road on the north side of the Pine River, which is what this is here. I went for a quick walk along the path here. It seems like a really nice place. It's relatively new. It looks like they've, within at least the last 5 years or so, redone the pathway and built a whole bunch of new park infrastructure here. But I don't know, I got a little bit of a spooky vibe walking down that pathway. Could just be me. I'm having that kind of a day today, so could just be me. But I might want to come back here sometime later and just see what it's like. I suppose another thing that makes this a little spooky is it literally is just one road, and it's quite far away comparatively. Well, quite far away, relatively speaking, from general civilization. It's just a bunch of probably quite expensive houses on the edge of the water and some small parklands. So it's a little isolated, I suppose, is the way to put it. But anyway, why are we here at Dohles Rock? Well, today we are going to be running the M3/A3. Now, the M3 is basically, I'd call it basically Brisbane's main road. It begins, if we, our route's going to take us from Dohles Rock here. We're going to go west, head on the M1, and the M1 actually branches off towards the east here, and the M3 heads down south. It continues down south till we get to about Castledine, and then it becomes the A3, and I believe Gympie Road is what it is here. And then it goes through Aspley, through Chermside, and it's pretty traffic-ridden through here, so we're going to hit probably a few delays along the way. And then here we're going to head west again, down Lutwyche Road, and then we're going to merge on to the inner city bypass heading west, and that's the M3 there. It goes down through here, and then we're going to go along what I'm hoping will be very interesting, which is the Riverside Expressway here. So yeah, Brisbane has this highway that goes right along the north side of the river. I have a bit of a controversial opinion about this Riverside Expressway because I think a lot of people tend not to like it, but I actually kind of like it. I think it's something that makes Brisbane unique, and I kind of like the way it looks too, just from the South Bank looking across. But we'll get to drive along that today. Then the M3 continues south. It goes through Greenslopes. I believe it goes through Holland Park as well, and then through Mount Gravatt. And then as we head further south, we meet up here with the M1. And the M1 continues down this way. To the west is the M2. We'll get to that eventually. That's actually a toll road, the Gateway Motorway. And then the M1 continues south all the way around, and the M1 is basically a national highway. So it goes all the way around to Sydney, all the way down to Sydney, and then through Melbourne and Adelaide and all the major cities. Of course, we're not going to be going that way. As soon as we hit the M1, I'm going to try and do my best to find a spot to park and finish up the video. So that's our route for today. Now, before I boil, let's get started, shall we? I better put this down here, and I'm going to enjoy this. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh my God, all the sweat all over me. It's just evaporating. Yeah, the humidity is insane. It's been insane these past few weeks. It's just been so hot. It's not even really hot out there. It's just sort of, yeah, look at that. Jesus Christ, that's just wiping my neck. Anyway, let's get out of here. So, we'll get to see some of the posh houses. Just give me a moment. My head is sweating too, so you're kind of losing a little bit of your grip. We get to see some of the posh houses along here. It is really only posh houses, and I can't imagine there's going to be anything in terms of public transport along here. But other than that, it looks like a nice place to just sort of sit and enjoy listening to the water, I suppose. Don't mind me. Like always, I might talk a lot, I might be kind of quiet. We'll see how things go. Right now though, I'm just enjoying this this lovely, lovely air conditioning. Oh, it's wonderful. Now, like I said, this area here is a little bit isolated. We've kind of got a bit of sort of rural stuff between here and the M1. There's not much in terms of civilization. One thing I would like to do is pop in there at some point, because I can't remember what it was called. It's like Osprey House or something. Osprey House, yeah, there it is. And apparently it's something to do with nature, which is always up my alley. There's also a walking path through that bush there on the left, so it's well worth coming back here and having another look. I might even make a video about it at some point, but for the time being, it's not our focus today. Today we're just trying to get to the M1 from here. Definitely worth seeing this place though. Oh, that air conditioning is beautiful. Starting to really cool down too, which is lovely. It's lovely and nice. One of the most amazing essential inventions of the current day. It is air conditioning. Huh. I can't imagine living without it, honestly. Now these houses here, this doesn't seem like a very good place for real estate for me. I saw this on the way here, and it's like you're just getting this view of some trees, and there's only houses on one side of the road, and it's kind of a main road too. I'm not sure I understand the decision making behind putting those houses there. Now I think that's Henry Pine Road down there on the right. Apparently there is civilization down there, so maybe one day we'll go that way. Or at least that's according to the sign heading the other direction. Some kind of town hall, I think. Now, if you haven't heard of Griffin, and you might very well have heard of Griffin, I hadn't heard of Griffin honestly until I got here, but if you hadn't heard of Griffin, it's just to the eastern side of Marumba Downs. So on the other side of the M1, that's Marumba Downs over there. And here we are, just about to merge onto the M1. We're going to have to get into the right-hand lane up here, or one of the right-hand lanes. So I believe it's the right-hand lanes that head into the M3. Now I don't think I've driven the entire length of the M3 before. I've driven parts of it before. I certainly have tried to avoid the A3. Because that is it's probably the best example of horrible traffic in Brisbane that there is. I've heard they're wanting to build a road tunnel underneath there. I imagine it's probably going to be a toll road. God knows why they wouldn't build like a rail corridor up there. That would be so much better. Well, you know, according to the government, trains suck, you know. Anyway. Don't want to get too political. So here's the Pine River, or I think it's the Pine River. Future me, come and correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the Pine River? Well, there you go. Now you know. And here we are, off to the left, that's where the M3 turns off. And then up here is the M3. Oh, I think I said the M3 turns left, didn't I? I meant the M1. Now, I don't know if we're ever going to get to the M1 in these videos, because my god, that's a long highway. I'll have to do a bloody countrywide trip for that one. Maybe we'll do like a small section of it or something, because it is worth driving, I think. There's some interesting bits to it, like this bridge here. I'd forgotten about this bridge. So welcome to the M3, ladies and gents. Now, it is a highway here. It's a proper highway, but not for all that long. After a little while, we're going to be hitting the A3. This road's going to be turning into a road rather than a highway, and from that point, it's going to be traffic-ridden. But for now, smooth sailing. Or at least I hope so. Well, we seem to be slowing down a little bit. Well, we were slowing down a little bit. Now we're not really, are we? Oh, there we are. Now they're slowing down again. Well, I tell you, I'm pretty sure I have ridden this part of the M3, but it's been such a long time. It looks different than I remember. No. That fella's coming out behind us. Something road rule about staying in the right-hand lane over 80 k's an hour. Shouldn't be doing it. It's illegal. But probably not all that enforceable. Still, good to follow the rules. So it looks like we're heading through the Bald Hills area, because that exit sign there says that's heading over towards Bald Hills. And yep, here's the end of the motorway. Now it's just going to be good old road. Yeah, road. Who doesn't love a bit of road, huh? I like a bit of road. Welcome to Castledine, folks. Welcome to Castledine. You know, I've gone through Castledine plenty of times, but I've never actually stopped in Castledine. I don't know what's here. There's Beams Road upgrade. Beams Road on the left. There'll be a railway crossing somewhere in that direction, I think. And they're upgrading it. It's going to be a road over rail bridge. Yay! I'm not all that fussed about it, to be honest. It's 1 out of like 3 bajillion. And there's no way they're getting to the rest of the 3 bajillion. Anyway. I think I might have been in there, Castledine Central, at one point. I seem to recall the shape of it being like elevated or something. Yeah, this is going to be the boring part of the trip. Gympie Road, ladies and gents. We've travelled on Gympie Road once before, actually, and I believe it was in our first video. But this is a different part of Gympie Road. This is the bad bit. The bad bit, the trafficy bit. Well, not this bit specifically. This bit's actually been pretty smooth so far, but once we get to Chermside, it's gonna get crazy. Even on a Sunday afternoon. There's Arterial Road on the left, which, what do you know, probably goes to Arterial. Welcome to Aspley, by the way. Now this section of road, this whole A3 part, has gotten so many upgrades, and in fact I think it used to be 2 lanes on either side, and now it's 3. But by God, they're never going to fix it. You can't fix it by adding more lanes. Gosh, is it even 4 lanes here? Jesus Christ. A 4-lane main road, Jesus. There's no point to that. 3 lanes is as good as you're gonna get. Yeah, I remember. Most educated opinion ever. But I'm playing City Skylines. It would always be when you're managing traffic. Basically, when you're doing main roads and stuff, there's no point doing any more than 3 lanes. Because you got the lane on the middle is for going straight, lane on the left is for going left, and lane on the right is for going right at any intersection. And it's similar for highways, right? Lane on the left, they're exiting left, and then you got 2 lanes on the right. The only other time you'll have more than that is if you've got other roads that are merging in and out that have multiple lanes. Not that I have a very educated opinion there, just my personal opinion. State Route 27 on the left there. I'm not sure where that goes. I'll have to look it up. Future me, put it on the screen, please. Do it now. Among other things. I don't know. My eyes just keep getting drawn to that pathway over there. I want to see where that goes. I want to walk down that pathway. It's probably not as interesting as it looks. It looks like it wanders off into the woods, but I think that pathway way out there, if you can see it, we'll definitely see it as we get closer. I think that's just the continuation of that one, and it just goes along the road just up on a hill. Could be interesting anyway. Never know. Yeah, see this pathway just here, that's the one I'm talking about. That's got a bridge. It's got a bridge. Don't know if you saw that. It's got a bridge. Well, and now the speed limit's down to 60. And here we are, Chermside. This is where it gets rough. This is where it gets rough. I know it's Chermside because the big fucking Westfield there. Big bloody Westfield. Huge thing that is. Those must be the cinemas. Because I don't remember there being 20 floors on a Westfield, on Westfield Chermside. Well, that's what it looks like anyway. I remember reading something saying that this Westfield is the largest in Queensland or Australia. I'm not sure. Yep, we're already hitting the traffic, ladies and gents. It's already here. Google says it's going to take 40 minutes to do this run. Oh, I don't know about that. Might take a little bit longer, honestly. But yeah, I read something saying this Westfield is actually one of the largest in Australia. Future me, just fact check that, will you? Ah, you're lovely, thank you. I've been in that Westfield before, and it's huge. It's huge. Even the car parks are a bloody maze. You go in the wrong car park and you're gonna be walking for like 10 minutes to get to the other side. I've done that before. I've gotten in one car park and realized the shop's on the other side of the shopping centre. And well, it's time to go for a bit of a walk, ladies and gents. I mean, take a look at this, honestly, because this is the start of Westfield, right? This is where it begins. Or is it? Because, you know, there's a Felice sign there. A-grade office and medical opportunity. Is that what that is? I thought it was Westfield. You said the sign was there. The sign there says it's Westfield, you bastard. What are you, right, bastard? But let's just say that's where Westfield starts, and we'll see how far, how long it takes for us to get to the other end of it just by driving. I'll tell you what, actually. I'll tell you what. I would like to have a drive along this road at night. I think that would be great. You know, at like 2 AM or something. Because this road is just full of traffic. I don't know if you can see that in the mirror there. Look at all that traffic backed up there. I think it's backed up further up than we were. But yeah, I'd love to ride along this road at like 2 AM when there's no one on it. Just see how quick it is to get down the road then. I reckon it would be speedy as. I mean, it's only 60 k's an hour, but still, it's not bad for a straight run through. The light's pending, of course. Come on, people. Keep bloody going, come on, keep going, you fair. I would beat the horn, but that is considered impolite. So it's still Westfield. We're still in Westfield. Still there. Consider as well, this shopping centre is quite wide as well. Back there as well, that those traffic lights were traffic lights that led into Westfield on the left. That was like an entrance area for Westfield. Yep. Yep. A very most interesting video in the world. Sitting in traffic simulator. Ah. Absolutely wonderful. Still Westfield. Still Westfield there on the left. Oh, by the way, for those out there that are wondering, because I mentioned in my first video that I wanted to fill up the windscreen washing reservoir. God, it's a bloody tongue twister, that one is. The windscreen washing reservoir. I wanted to fill it up because it didn't have any fluid in it, and I couldn't wash my windscreen. It's looking a little better now, but that's just because it's rained recently. But so, you know, I did do that. I did fill it up. But yeah, I'll put in the windscreen washing fluid. I'm lucky I did that first rather than the water. Just about 100 mils. I poured it in and dripped straight down onto the floor. So seems like we're going to be needing to do a little bit more work before that's finished. Still Westfield on the left there, by the way. Alright, we're right, well, we're about the end of Westfield now. Yeah, and this intersection marks the end of Westfield, so that's pretty long. It's probably not the longest in the world though. Oh god, these lanes are tiny. Jesus Christ. Squishy. Ugh. But yeah, this road has been like widened. This road has just been widened to all hell. Widened about as wide as it can physically be widened. And yeah, hasn't helped the traffic. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the ultimate experience of Brisbane traffic. If you wish to enjoy Brisbane and how it, what the existence of being in Brisbane is like, this is a great example. This is what all the other roads are like during the weekdays. And this road during the weekdays, might as well walk. This is what it's like on a Sunday afternoon. Though to be fair, there probably is a fair bit of traffic here that's travelling back into Brisbane from their lovely weekend holidays on the Sunshine Coast, which is going to get even worse the closer to night time we come. See, look at this. This is the latest section of super duper widened road. We've got 3 lanes here, and the lane on the far left is a bus lane. It's not really a bus lane though. Oh no. Yeah, see, it's a bus lane from 6 till 9 and 3 till 6, which doesn't really matter on this road. Doesn't matter on this road, because on this road, on a weekday, there's always traffic. Doesn't matter what time. I mean, peak hour is really bad, so I guess it's good then. But it doesn't matter what time, really. There's just always traffic on this road. So it's only a bus lane. Only a bus lane when it's really bad. Otherwise, you just got to deal with the traffic. You wouldn't want, you know, you wouldn't want public transport to get you there quicker than driving by car. No, of course not. No way. Now up here, the M7 I think is going to branch off from the A3, and we have to be a bit careful because I don't want to go onto the M7, because the M7 is a different route. We'll go on that one eventually. It's a toll road, but it's basically well, the first part of it is known by most as the Clem 7. because it's called the Clem Jones Tunnel. It's the Clem Jones Tunnel is part of it, and of course, you know, it's the M7, so Clem 7, you know. And it starts just south of Brisbane. I'm not sure exactly where. It's around Buranda it starts. It branches off the M3, and then it's a tunnel that goes under the Brisbane River, goes all the way under some of the northern suburbs, and then an offshoot comes off around here, around Chermside, this area, or maybe Kedron. Oh, I don't know the exact suburb. But and then the rest of it shoots off to the right, to the east, and heads towards the airport. And then it ends before it gets to the airport, which is a little silly. Well, I mean, the tunnel ends well before you get to the airport. The M7, I think, continues on a little bit further along east-west Arterial Road before it ends when you actually get onto Airport Drive. Yeah, see, there it is. M7 Toll, Airport Link Tunnel, right lanes. I hope we can get in there from the left lane. Yeah, see that big sign up there? We'll be right. We'll be right. We don't want to take the M7, not today. Maybe a later date, but not today. I'm good for today, thank you. I'll leave paying the tolls to a later date. Now, I believe at this point some of the traffic does die down a little bit. Like, the worst part of the traffic is around the Chermside, Westfield Chermside. Right? We want to stay to the left here, don't go to the right into the tunnel. But of course, there's always going to be a little bit of traffic. There's the busway off to the right, or at least what little of the busway exists up here. It's a little strange in Brisbane. The Northern Busway, it's really weird. The Northern Busway is a busway for a little bit, and then it goes onto a main road, and so it's not a busway, and then it's a busway again for a little bit, and then it stops being a busway altogether. And it's like, why did you build like half of a busway and then leave a bit out in the middle? That doesn't make any sense. Why didn't you build the bit in the middle and then the bit at the end? Why build the bit at the end before you build the bit at the middle? Anyway, I gotta focus on making sure we're going the right way here. It's been a little while before I've been on since I've been on this road. Welcome to Lutwyche, folks. Yay, Lutwyche. What's it, Lutwyche? Lutwyche. Oh, wonderful. Genius. Who would have thought? There's Wooloowin State School. I think you're in the wrong spot, mate. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure this isn't Wooloowin. I think Wooloowin's a bit further south, maybe. A bit further to the west. Now, at some point, I would like to get into the left lane. Because I do know... Oh, Lutwyche does have a busway station. Yeah, cool. Anyway, I do know that we do need to turn left up ahead. Not turn left, but we need to take a slip lane off to the left to get on to... Oh, Jesus Christ. He's having fun. Anyway, I'll finish my sentence eventually. We'll take a slip lane up ahead, off to the left, to continue on the M3. Yeah, that was the end of the sentence. Yeah? Yeah. I think that's a busway station on the left there. Yeah, and then up ahead the busway merges in with another road. Is it the road that we're on now? Maybe, probably not. I think it's a street actually. Yeah, let's put buses on the street. Let's do it. No, I don't think so. Although they probably did. Alright, I think we're getting close enough to the city that I really need to try and get in that left lane or that middle lane. And it's good that I did, because that lane was going off in that direction. I actually didn't know that was happening, so yay. Yay, good for me. This is the correct way, by the way, this road. Continuing on Lutwyche Road, and the buses do run down this road. This is the section which does not have a busway. Let's get in the left lane. In fact, there's a bus up there. You might not be able to see it, might be a bit far up ahead. And in fact, I believe we've been on this section of road before. Which video was it though? I can't remember. Oh dear. We've got a bus here. Luckily, it's pulling out. It'll be stopping at the next stop zone though, so yeah, maybe getting that middle lane, huh? Oh, I don't want it. Well, good for you then. Well, I guess we'll be stopping at the next bus stop then. It's a good bus driving experience. Yeah. Do you want to drive a bus? No, not really. Oh, well, probably shouldn't get there. I think we do need to be in that left lane actually, because the A3 continues in towards the city, but we want to hit the M3. We want to hit the M3. So I think we might be in the wrong lane. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of excellent driving work by me there. And we want to be in this left lane here. ICB, inner city bypass, that's what we want. Towards Ipswich. No, we're not going to Ipswich. We don't want the Clem 7. No, not now. And that there on the left, you saw that bus turned off to the left. If you were looking better than I did. That bus was going on to the busway, which continues along in that direction somewhere, or something. And welcome once again. I think we've been on. Welcome to Spaghetti Junction. I think we've been on this junction once before. Yeah, that's how sentences work. God, I'd love to be on that road. Where's that road come from? I want to go on that one. That's a big one, goes high. We're on a fun one though. We go zigzag. Left and then right and then left and then right and then yay. This is why they call it Spaghetti Junction, by the way. It's a load of fun. It is. And it looks like spaghetti. Some city skylines junction here. That's what it feels like. It's a city skylines highway junction. The person who made it has obviously played city skylines. They had early access, several, decades before the game came out. Now, I don't know how well you can see in this tunnel, because I've got my camera settings set up so that it's actually going to limit the ISO. But we'll be out of it soon, don't worry. There we are, we're out of it. Now I should do a whole video at some point on the ICB, because where we got on isn't actually the start of the ICB. It starts all the way back at Kingsford Smith Drive. But we'll be running it all the way to its end. And that there on the left, that's the exhibition train line. That's one that doesn't carry passengers yet. It will in the future once Cross River Rail's finished. And look, it's a train! It's a train! It says Roma Street on it. Is there a track closure today? Are they running trains via the exhibition line? Maybe. Don't know. Now we want the M3, so yeah. There's another train. Caboolture. There must be a track closure on this week, because they wouldn't be running a Caboolture train that way unless there's a track closure. Man, now I kind of wish that I was on the trains now, because I love track closures, because trains do weird things on track closures, and I like it when trains do weird things. It's fun. Anyway, we want to stay on the M3 now. We don't want to be heading left on the Kelvin Grove Road. That there on the right there, plenty of opportunities to get onto the M7. I believe that's another one that, actually no, that's the M5, isn't it? I think that's the M5. We'll be doing the M5 eventually. That one's that's a long one, that one is. Very long one. I'll have to wait till I get some more batteries for my GoPro. Now the inner city bypass is going to finish up soon. It's a little squishy in here, isn't it? Yeah. We've been squished into the city. Just sandwiched between buildings and shit. Now we don't want to head onto Route 32, because that heads towards Ipswich. What we want to go onto is the Riverside Expressway. Continue on the M3 towards the Gold Coast. We don't want the go-between bridge though. This says go-between bridge. Huh? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Ah, yeah, see there, on the right, it's got the 2 lanes. Right lane goes on go-between bridge, and the left lane is the M3 to the city, Logan and Gold Coast. And that's what we want. We want to head to the city. And I believe though, before we get to the city, we're going to stop at some traffic lights, unfortunately. So welcome to Brisbane, folks. Wonderful, wonderful Brisbane. I'm pretty sure this is the right way. Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. It starts off as Coronation Drive, but soon enough we'll be on the Riverside Expressway. Look at those buildings, folks. We're in proper Brisbane now. Oh. Careful of the traffic though, keep your eyes on the road. I'm getting in the middle lane so I don't piss people off. So begins the inner city bypass. The inner city bypass? No, we've been on that. I think you mean the Riverside Expressway. Yeah, that's the one. Well, not quite yet. Not quite yet. We've got to wander off to the left, the southern side of the city just for a moment. There's the big buildings, the Star. I went there. Bloody empty. There's nothing there. Maybe there'll be something there now. The only thing that's there is a casino, and everything else is just empty. All right, we gotta merge in here. We've got people merging in. Yeah, that's the Riverside Expressway is a little bit crowded, just a smidgen crowded. Still got a wall of buses on the Victoria Bridge. I think it's pretty sure it's the Victoria Bridge. There's always a wall of buses on the Victoria Bridge though. Treasury Casino doesn't exist. It's replaced with that big building there. Whatever it's called. Future me, put up what it's called. I can't remember. I'm having a mind blank. Well, hey, at least people are using the bridge. The new bridge. At least people are using it. It is a fairly convenient bridge. It's just unfortunate it's connected to a dud of a building. All these offshoots, by the way, they're all going into the city at different roads at different points. I'm not entirely sure whether you'd be able to consider this Riverside Expressway a success for traffic or not. Probably would be. Stops people from having to go through the city to get to the city. So here we are. This bridge is Captain Cook Bridge, I believe. Yeah, there's a sign there says it. Captain Cook Bridge. Now we don't want this sign here says Vulture and Stanley Street. We don't want Vulture and Stanley Street. Brisbane River, folks. That's Kangaroo Point off to the left, and off to the right is South Bank. We got through the boring bit. Well, we got through the boring bit a long time ago. It's interesting now. And it's probably going to be just a smidgen boring for a little bit longer after this. Because the M3 is just sort of a highway. But it's a fun highway at first. I really do have to find something to stop this from giving me a headache. Because it is giving me a little bit of a headache. It also completely cuts off circulation to a part of my forehead, so that's probably not a good thing, right? Like, it actually just goes completely fucking numb. So yeah, I don't think it's designed for like being on your head for like an hour plus. So welcome to the M3, the southern M3. This is a highway, runs all the way south through Holland Park, like we said, down through Mount Gravatt, and eventually to onto the M1, becomes the M1, and then you get to the Gold Coast, and it goes all the way down south through New South Wales to Sydney, and then continues as the A1/M1. So just giving my forehead a small break, and then putting it under the strain again. There we are. Now, for those who are not aware, the M3 is also the location of the Southern Busway. Is it the Southeast Busway? I think it's the Southeast Busway. That road along the left there, that is a busway, and it runs pretty much the entire length of the M3. And by God, it's fast. It's fast. It gets you into the city real quick, especially if you're on an express bus. But the only exception being, of course, if you're there during peak hour when there are 300 bajillion buses. And if that's the case, then yeah, it's going to be a bit slower, because you'll be hitting bus traffic, and yay, bus traffic is the same as normal traffic, except sometimes worse. And here we are in a place Can I read the bus sign and see what the place is? Green Slopes. There we are, Green Slopes. All right, everyone's going quick now, so let's go quick. Plus the speed limit's 100. No, I don't think everyone's going 100. There are also some nice bikeways around here too. I do happen to know that. Not everyone's going 100. I'm considering going into the right lane because, you know, 70 is probably a little bit slow. I wonder if it's this camper van person up here, or caravan. Coming up here is Griffith Uni, Mount Gravatt, which apparently they're closing down. I've heard that. They're the ones that are taking the Treasury in the city as well, Treasury building, from Star Casino. And they're going to make it into a university building, university campus. Good on them. I'll be able to walk in there without feeling guilty and way out of place. State Route 10 and 11 turning off here. 10 is the lowest number for a state route in Brisbane and in Queensland. And I was actually, when I first started the channel, I was going to start doing the state routes in order. But I took a look at State Route 10 and was like, oh, I don't know about that. It's a very convoluted state route. It is lots and lots of turns on lots of different roads and stuff, and it basically goes all the way around from in the northern side of Fortitude Valley, all the way around to Toowong and Indooroopilly and down south, all the way to the east of the south side. And it's very convoluted. When I do that one, we'll make it a GPS run, and I'll struggle with the GPS. And we'll do that. Busway's still here, by the way. I think it was a busway station back there. But yep, that's the busway on the left there. Let's speed up a little bit because yeah, I think that space there is plenty. We've got a bit of space where we can speed up in. In fact, we've got enough space. I'm heading into the middle lane. We're going to try and actually get up to 100 k's an hour. It's an uphill there here though. I don't blame you, but you better speed up, mate. Somewhere back there were some other state routes, or was another state route. I think it was just one. Future me, could you put it on? Because I didn't catch it. I was focusing too much on getting ahead. Could you put that up on the? I think it might be 36. I think that might be it there. But anyway, future me, pop up where 36 goes, because I don't know. I think 36 is it heads west up towards west and then north up towards Indooroopilly, west to Sherwood and then north to Indooroopilly, I think. Because I was looking at that when I was considering doing that one today, but I think it comes in multiple parts. Although I might be thinking of something completely different. I know that the one I was looking at, it branches off the M3, starts at the M3 at least, but it's split up into several sections. So I thought, I kind of want to do them all in one. And I looked up the route. I put the route together, and it Google said, yeah, it's going to take you about an hour and a half. And I thought, yeah, I'll need another GoPro battery for that one. And probably a better head thing, or at least something to put there so my head doesn't get a bloody headache. Still on the M3. For a road that looks relatively short in comparison to other ones, a highway that looks relatively short, it does go quite a ways. But I think we are getting to the end of it, because here's Logan Road, and the M3 does, it heads through Mount Gravatt, then pretty much merges on the M1, or the M1 rather merges onto it, and claims the land as its own, at around about Springwood, I think. I think that's around about when it becomes the M1. Well, we'll definitely know, because if we hit a 110 section, that means we're in Beenleigh, and we need to get off as soon as possible, otherwise we're going to the bloody Gold Coast, folks. Gold Coast is lovely, but if I'm going to the Gold Coast, I think I'll take the train, mate. It's easier and it's quicker, and there's no traffic. Unless a train breaks down, and then there's traffic. That's just impossible to get around, unfortunately. But I believe this is still the M3. We're still on it. Let's get in the left lane. There's enough space for us now. We got in front of that camper van. And yeah, it looks like this is where it left lane ends anyway. This is where it looks like the M3 ends and it becomes the M1. Someone's bike's parked there. Oh, there's 8 Mile Plains. That's the end of the busway. I think from that point on, the bus just basically goes along the highway up here through to Springwood. And here we are. It's the M to the M3. Those cars coming in from the left, I believe, are from the M1. Ah, look, a metro station. A metro charging station. Yeah, that's, they're running those now, aren't they? Those are active now. Alright, we better get in the left lane so we can exit as soon as we can. Because, I don't very much feel like going down the Gold Coast today. Also, I'm going to piss people off because I'm going to do the speed limit on these roadworks. And it looks like as well that they are doing an extension of the busway, because that looks like a busway station, doesn't it? It's still being worked on though. Rochedale. Is this Rochedale? I thought Rochedale was further to the east. Anyway. But yeah, the plan is to extend the busway all the way as far south as Springwood. But for the time being, I'm pretty sure the buses just go on the highway. Either that or they finish at 8 Mile Plains. Well, we're definitely on the M1 now. Gotta watch your speed. Yeah, I can't follow everyone else now. But we're definitely on the M1. So the M3, that's it. It's done. Yay. That was a remarkable finish, wasn't it? It was just a highway that got bigger. Anyway, we're going to exit off here at Springwood and see if I can find a place to park. That's the real mystery now, isn't it? And you know, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, driving along this section of road reminds me of airports. I don't know why. Maybe it's the size of the road. Reminds me of like a landing strip. I don't know. Or maybe it's the drive to the airport. Now we're going to turn left here. Are we? No. No, we're going to go straight. Oh, I mean right. It's been a long time since I've been down this area. Long time. So, I don't rightfully know where we are. Actually, it's not been that long, actually, because this is where Daisy Hill Conservation Area is. I think it's Daisy Hill Conservation Area. In fact, if we head left here, we might be able to get there. Right. A bit rough. Yeah! Somewhere up here. It's Daisy Hill Conservation Area. I kind of don't want to go too far because my head hurts. But let's see if we can make it. See if we can get there. You know, one thing I should try is seeing if this still does it when it's up. I think it will. I think it will. Still press hard on my forehead when it's even if it's a bit looser. So welcome to Springwood, folks. Logan City. I don't think we've been to Logan City before. I don't think we've been this far south. We're going to do more south side routes, because there's a lot more as well. There's so many roads down here. Comparatively, not that much up the north side. We're going to turn left here, because I have a sneaking suspicion this is where it is. Maybe. Well, it's an interesting looking road anyway. It's very steep. Yeah, I'll say. It's a very hilly place here. Yeah, I could tell. I think. You think? Yeah. Yeah, I think. Well, many people think many things. Yeah, but I think. You think? Yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm looking for... Not that street, definitely not. Barina Park. Oh, it's got one of those spinny things. One of those spinny things you pedal. Probably. You don't see those around anymore, and the reason is because they're probably fucking dangerous. They got a shield on the front that you can smash into people with. Yeah, just bang them. Mountain View Park. That'll be fun. Yeah, we're not going today. No, okay. Oh, but you got that cell tower there. Man, that's a crazy cell tower. Looks old. You look old. Oh. That was cheap. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? We're not getting any closer to... let's try this street, huh? We're not getting any closer to where we want to be, but it's interesting just wandering around the suburbs here. Very hilly. Ridgeway Court doesn't seem like the place for it to be. I might end up having to just pull over at some point. It doesn't seem like a bad idea. Let's go left. Hey! I know they say when you're doing driving tests and driving lessons and stuff, run over the birds, don't stop for them, but no, I just don't have the bloody heart to just run over them like that. Now this looks like a bit more of a main road. Oh. Alright, well, what kind of main road is this then? Future me, pop it on the screen, will you? Yeah, I know you're going to have to do a little bit of geolocation, but it's going to be worth it. Well, what is that? I don't know. Because, you know, you could pull over at any moment. There's plenty of room on the left. Yeah, but, you know, I just can't stop driving. There's a medical centre down there. Yeah. Do you want to go there? No. Why would I want to go there? I don't know. You're looking for a place to park, remember? Oh, Jesus. You do remember you were looking for a place to park. Here's Rochedale Shopping Village. Look, you've made your way all the way to bloody Rochedale. Isn't Rochedale? I'm sure where Rochedale is further north than this. This can't be Rochedale. Surely not. Well, you're gonna have to pull over at some point because your battery's gonna run out otherwise. And do you want your battery to run out in the middle of a video? Well, no. Well, then bloody pull over, you moron. Oh, come on, that was a bit harsh. Well, you are, am I? Maybe. Nah, you're good. Yeah, I thought so. Well, you're gonna pull over or what? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, let's pull over here. Nothing says I can't. It's a wide road. Plenty of room. I do kind of just want to see where we are though. So, I'm going to take a look at my map. Where are we? We're on Underwood Road. And if we kept going, yeah, if we keep going this way, we'll hit the M1 again. Oh, okay. You sure we're on Underwood Road? Yeah, because we like went just fucking straight through Rochedale South, apparently. And where's Daisy Hill? Oh, you turned off too early. Oh, okay. Anyway. I'm not turning the aircon off. So, that was the M3/A3. And a little bit extra at the end through Rochedale. I hope you very much enjoyed that. It's a very interesting route. It's a bit boring at the beginning on the north side when you're on the A3 section. But once you get to the Riverside Expressway, once you get on the inner city bypass, and then down on the, what's the highway called? God, I actually don't know. I don't know. What's the highway section of the M3 called? Pacific Motorway? What does it say? Yeah, the Pacific Motorway. There we are. And I believe the Pacific Motorway is what the M1 is called after the... Yeah. Alright. It's weird. The names change. Anyway. Once you get on the Pacific Motorway, it's a bit more boring. But you know what? I think it was a good drive. Worth it nonetheless. I hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you next time, wherever we decide to explore next time. Until then.